Nigel Farage questions Labour's handling of Channel Crossing's border staff voice frustrations. Nigel Farage, the Reform UK leader and longtime critic of the UK's immigration policy, has once again stirred debate this time by raising serious questions about the Labour Party's approach to the ongoing Channel Crossings crisis. In a recent public statement, Farage claimed that Labour's immigration policy lacks transparency and is, in his view, enabling an environment that benefits illegal migration networks. His remarks have sparked renewed scrutiny over the UK's border control strategies and how frontline agents are coping under growing pressure. Although Farage offered no evidence of direct collaboration between the Labour Party and criminal groups, his statements focused on the alleged consequences of what he called policy weakness and how these may unintentionally play into the hands of smugglers. His comments have resonated with some border force officials who are increasingly voicing concern about what they see as a lack of political clarity and firm deterrence. Speaking in Kent, a region heavily affected by small boat arrivals, Farage said, "We are witnessing daily arrivals across the Channel, and yet there seems to be a deafening silence from Labour on how they would stop it. Their refusal to outline a serious deterrent only emboldens the people's smugglers." Farage went on to criticise what he sees as vague policy statements from Labour's leadership, warning that without immediate action, Britain's border control is becoming performative rather than protective. He has called for stricter enforcement, more transparency on immigration targets, and a commitment from all parties to tackle criminal smuggling networks head-on. In response, Labour's spokesperson denied any suggestion of passivity and reiterated the party's stance on secure and humane border control. According to Labour officials, their approach involves a combination of stronger international cooperation, faster asylum processing, and dismantling the criminal networks that exploit vulnerable migrants. Shadow Home Secretary Yvette Cooper recently stated, "We need to end the dangerous small boat crossings by clamping down on the criminal gangs and providing safe, legal routes. The current government has failed on every front. Labour will be firm, fair, and practical." Labour leaders also emphasised that solutions require cross-border collaboration, not just domestic enforcement, and promised that a Labour-led government would restore order without resorting to inflammatory rhetoric. Perhaps most notably, Farage's statements echo growing frustration among UK border agents and immigration enforcement personnel, some of whom have spoken out anonymously about what they describe as worsening morale and operational confusion. One anonymous source within the border force told a national outlet, "We're doing our jobs with limited resources and no clear strategy from the top. Every time a plan is floated, it gets watered down or stuck in legal challenges." According to internal reports, agents are facing burnout, legal uncertainties about migrant returns, and rising numbers of arrivals during peak months. While there is no direct criticism aimed at any one party, there's a clear desire among personnel for a more cohesive and firm national approach. The issue of small boat crossings remains one of the most politically charged in British politics. Both Labour and the Conservatives have faced criticism over their handling of the crisis, with the public demanding solutions that are effective but also lawful and humane. Recent government figures reveal that channel crossings continue to rise year on year, despite previous pledges to stop the boats. Legal obstacles, international human rights obligations, and asylum backlogs have all contributed to a complex and difficult-to-resolve challenge. Polling data shows that immigration remains a top 3 issue for British voters, and any party seeking to lead the country must navigate this issue with precision, compassion, and clarity. Farage's remarks have received mixed reactions online. Supporters praise him for raising tough questions and giving voice to the frustrations of frontline workers. Critics, however, accuse him of oversimplifying a deeply complex humanitarian issue and risking further stigmatization of migrants who are fleeing hardship. Several political analysts noted that Farage's comments are part of a broader strategy to increase electoral pressure on Labour ahead of upcoming votes, particularly in coastal constituencies where the impact of migration is most visible. Meanwhile, advocacy groups have warned against politicizing the issue, urging all leaders to focus on sustainable and humane solutions. The Refugee Council issued a statement saying, "Rhetoric is no substitute for policy. The focus must remain on disrupting smugglers and protecting lives, not creating a culture of fear." As the Channel crisis continues to challenge the UK's immigration system, the debate over how best to respond will only intensify. Labour now finds itself in the spotlight, under pressure to present detailed, workable plans that satisfy both humanitarian concerns and security demands. Farage, for his part, shows no signs of softening his tone, and with growing attention on border operations, he is likely to keep immigration at the center of the national conversation. The UK's immigration debate is far from settled, and with parties trading criticisms, it's clear the public demands more than just talking points. Whether it's through firmer enforcement or deeper international cooperation, the next government will face immense pressure to get this right. What do you think? Are current policies failing border staff and citizens alike, or is there a deeper issue that needs rethinking? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss a major update on UK politics. Don't forget to join the conversation in the comments below.